You are caught in the high Q trap. Analysis paralysis. Your brilliant mind, capable of seeing every risk, has become your prison. This isn't a lack of discipline, it's a neurobiological overload. You confuse deep planning with endless worrying, resulting in total stasis. We're diving into the science of the overthinker, why your brain constantly overloads, and how to simplify your decision points. We'll break down the 3 core psychological shifts to reclaim your decisive execution. Miss this, and your potential gathers dust. Master this, and you reclaim control, starting now. 1. The neurobiological trap, planning versus worrying. The first truth you must accept is that your brain is mislabeling anxiety as research. Your capacity for complex thought allows you to simulate failure scenarios with incredible detail. This deep simulation, while useful for risk assessment, becomes pathological when it never ends. The neurobiology confirms this. The same circuits in your prefrontal cortex that handle crucial planning are hyperactive during pathological worry. You feel productive because you are thinking, but you are simply generating cognitive noise. The overthinker waits for 100% certainty, which is an illusion that doesn't exist in reality. Because you are smarter, you see more variables, leading to the false belief that one more hour of thinking will finally close the loop. But every loop you run without a decision adds friction to the process and reinforces the habit of stasis. You are, quite literally, addicted to the feeling of preparing because preparation feels safer than doing. The only cure is to learn to operate in the necessary ambiguity of the real world. 2. Shift 1. The Imperfection Threshold, the 80% rule. The first core psychological shift requires confronting the myth of perfectionism. Overthinking is often perfectionism in disguise. You believe that if you wait long enough, you can find the perfect solution, guaranteeing a 100% successful outcome. The truth is, movement is a more efficient teacher than thought. The 80% rule is the antidote. Identify the threshold where your plan is 80% effective, and commit to executing immediately at that point. The final 20% of certainty you seek is only achievable through real-world feedback, through the process of starting. Practice the "what's the worst that happens" check. When you are paralyzed, dedicate 1 minute to writing down the actual, physical consequence of failure. Then write down the consequence of never starting. The cost of stasis is almost always greater than the cost of failure. Practice accepting ugly first drafts. Your mind wants the final product to be perfect, but all growth starts ugly. Force yourself to produce the ugly first draft of the project or the thought, allowing yourself to learn and refine through continuous move rather than through endless pre-analysis. This neurobiological step replaces the endless loop of anticipation with the powerful reward of momentum. You are training your brain to see imperfection as a necessary tool for learning, not as a sign of imminent failure. 3. Shift 2. Thoughts are not facts, the mental weather. The second shift focuses on creating separation from your chaotic internal dialogue. The intelligent overthinker often confuses the contents of their mind with objective reality. Your thoughts are not facts, they are just mental weather, passing systems of energy and anxiety. This is a core principle from cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) practice, the labeling technique. When an overwhelming thought appears, "This will fail," you're not ready. Label it, don't engage with it. Say, there is the worry thought, or that is the perfectionism loop firing up. This practice creates the necessary cognitive distance between you and the thought. Practice the externalization technique. Imagine those thoughts are on leaves floating down a river, or clouds passing in the sky. You observe them, acknowledge them, but you do not jump onto the leaf or the cloud. You let them pass. This psychological move teaches your brain that you are the observer, not the passenger. It prevents the thought from triggering the full anxiety response, allowing you to choose your response-focused execution rather than being forced into paralysis. Worrying. For integration and final move, the decision deadline. The final key to unlocking the overthinker's potential is to introduce definitive decision deadlines. Since your prefrontal cortex won't naturally stop analyzing, you must impose an external time limit to force the move into reality. Integration. Combine the 80% rule with the decision deadline. Set a timer for 60 minutes. When the timer is done, the thinking is done. You commit to making the final decision or taking the first tangible step no matter what the perceived state of certainty is. Final move, the forced simplification check. Before the timer starts, force yourself to write down the problem and the simplest, easiest first move that moves the project forward. When the thinking time is up, revert to the simplest option. The reason intelligent overthinkers remain stuck is not a lack of capacity, but a lack of respect for the power of movement over analysis. The solution is to use your intelligence to build psychological walls that contain your thought process, ensuring that planning remains a servant of execution, not its master. What is the one major decision you have been overthinking for the last month that you will commit to making a final move on this week? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more proven scientific systems for mind mastery and decisive living, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon.